I want to show you how to use a website called Mentimeter. Mentimeter is a quick polling website where you can set up questions to ask your audience. It could be students, it could be at a training, any place where you want to get feedback. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the Mentimeter website, which is Mentimeter.com. And then we're going to sign up. So when you click sign up, you have the option to log in through your Facebook account, your Google account, or just through regular email. I linked my Google account, my school Google account, to my Mentimeter account. So I just clicked on Google and it automatically created the account for me. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And that brings us to the dashboard. So over on the left-hand side, you have your events, which are your questions that you set up, examples that they already have in the website for you to look at. They have branding and colors, which is an upgrade option, and then you also have the option to upgrade. Mentimeter is free if you only ask 2 questions per event. If you want to upgrade, I believe for educators it's $4.99 a month. So as long as you don't put more than 2 questions in any event, you should be okay. So to get started, you just click New Event. Give your event a name. So this might be review questions for Chapter 7. And we just click Create Event. Now it's going to take us into our event and we can select the question type. One of the things I really like about Mentimeter are the number of choices that you have for the question types. So not only do you have just your normal multiple choice, you have some open-ended, but you also have a word cloud. So as students or participants answer the question, it builds a word cloud for you. So the more times a word is submitted, of course, the larger it is in the word cloud. You also have this one right here, which is called 100 points, where participants are given 100 points to distribute to all the different answers. So whatever they feel is more important, they can give more points to. So several different question types that I like. So let's just start with the word cloud. And so then we move down here and we type in the type of question that we want to ask. So I might put in here, who was the main character in Chapter 7? Okay. Or maybe who was your favorite character in Chapter 7? Whatever you want to put in there. You can set the number of words that they have to submit. So if you only want to let them submit 1 word, you can change that to 1. If you want to give them a few more slots, you can. They don't have to fill in all of the slots to submit. You can also turn on a profanity filter. It's still in beta, but you can turn that on. And then you just click Done. Now we have 1 question in our event, but we can add a second question if we'd like. And it could be multiple choice. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at 1 question. Delete that one. And so then when you're ready to start to display your questions, you just click Start. Now you may not display your questions directly from here. You may create all of your questions one afternoon, and then when you come in and log into Mentimeter, then you might want to start your questions. So if you've left the application and come back, in the home section where your events are, you're going to see that listed there. So then I can play it directly from here. So I can click Go to Presentation and it's automatically going to display on my screen. Now for the participants, they're going to go to this website, govote.at, and they're going to use this code to access the question. So they would put that on their device, and when they answer the question, it would show up on the screen. Now there's only 1 vote for this particular question right now, but as additional votes came in, the word cloud would adjust and change. When you're finished with your voting. You can close the voting. You can also use a countdown timer, which I like. So if you have a group of students and you want to give them 2 minutes to answer the question, you can click countdown and then click 2 minutes, and it will close the voting after that time frame. I'm going to click 10 seconds so that you can see what it looks like. It shows up down here in the bottom of your screen. It's easy to see, so whoever your participants are, they can see when it's going to be finished, and then it comes up and says voting is closed. Right? So if I want to go back now to my events, I go down here to the bottom, click your events, and I'm right back where I was. Now you can see right here the review questions for Chapter 7. I have 2 votes in there. I can get voting results and the link here. I can export them to Excel, I can duplicate it, or I can delete it. So it's a really quick way to post questions to your participants, to your students. The disadvantage is that you only have 2 questions per event, but you could create multiple events. They would just need to change the number that they use to log into the event.